Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack.
I have a hard time making an argument for anyone else other than Khalil Mack. I mean, until Von Miller could surpass him later in the year, but I think it's a two-horse race at this point. It's between
Josh
the
Norman's
two of
looked
them.
pretty damn good too.
That's fine, but he's a piece of shit, so he doesn't get my vote of confidence on anything.
DeMarcus Lawrence has been pretty good too.
Yeah, but that's more okay. So also with the Redskins, that's more of the team because DJ Swearinger's having a good year.
DJ Swearinger's having a really good year too.
So I would vote for him before douchebag.
Clinton Dix is having a decent year.
Well, now they got traded.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Clay Matthews is having a good year.
Yeah, great.
A lot of good defensive players, but
I think it's a two-man race as of right now. If the trend holds, it should be Khalil Mack because he made. I feel like he's making damn sure he's letting everybody know that he is worth the amount of money that he has or he wanted. But I could see a way that Von Miller passes him. I would be surprised if it happened.
I think it's clearly those two. But there are others who are going to make it interesting enough. As we have 2 football games on. Washington versus Cal and Buffalo, Miami of Ohio.
Is this on Fox?
This is on
26.
whatever 26 is.
Oh, MSG.
MSG, yeah. Okay.
Fox was like, gotta slide something in here. We had the World Series scheduled.
Yeah. Anyways, so we have 2 Khalil Macks. What do you guys say, Dan and Dan?
I like Khalil Mack too.
Khalil Mack it
It's
is.
fun to watch.
I mean, it's tough to argue against Mac. The one thing I will say, I don't know that Donald was disappeared or that he was just, so consistently double teamed that, other players got the sacks that he would if they didn't, devote 2 of their linemen to him.
Picked him up.
But the Jaguars just traded Dante Fowler to the Rams, so if I'm correct, then they're not going to really be able to double team Donald anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, they also had Sue.
Yeah, but now you can't slide that like that. He makes a good point. I mean, Donald could now, with this opening things up for him, change things.
Yeah, so I think Fowler might change the whole game for the Rams, who are already scary. Now your O-line is just going to be toast unless it's like the best in the league, which I think they have. So second half of the season, most likely it'll stay Mac if he continues like he is, but I could see Aaron Donald coming back and going for it again.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's one other player that I forgot, and they're probably Defensive Player of the Year. Nate Peterman.
Oh, well, yeah. That's true. That's fair.
Nate Peterman has contributed to more defensive touchdowns than offensive.
Oh, without a doubt.
All right.
Paid off.
Yeah. So
Or it's just
this next
Or it's just that bad.
This next award is probably going to give away who we have for MVP.
Okay.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Baker Mayfield?
I mean, should we just do the MVP at the same time? Because, I mean, I don't think that there's any argument. I think we're all going to have the same person.
Pat Mahomes.
Really?
Pat Mahomes, my Offensive Player of the Year /
no.
MVP.
No.
I know who Tony has.
No.
Todd Gurley.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's to me, it's such a hard split between them. I think you got to give the edge to Gurley. Because while Mahomes is great, he also has a ton of options around him. Whereas Gurley just gets given the ball and then just goes monstrously into the hole and just is unstoppable.
But the argument of weapons, Gurley is able to be so monstrous because you have to worry about Kupp and Woods.
That's not... Kupp and Woods are not the same caliber as Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks who? I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. Who the fuck are you talking about?
Sammy Watkins.
Don't forget Sammy
No,
Watkins.
that is a valid argument because you saw Gurley when they had Jeff Fisher and he wasn't up to this level.
From what I hear,
it's,
though,
it's a very difficult choice between the two because they're both so prolific.
I think that Mahomes will probably be given Offensive Player of the Year, but Gurley's going to get the MVP. Because if Gurley's not on that team, that's a completely different team.
potentially, I just have a hard time.
Definitely.
I have a hard time separating how your Offensive Player of the Year isn't your MVP, or your Defensive Player of the Year isn't your MVP.
Because you could be offensively amazing, but you're not the most valuable person on that team. The most valuable person to his team, in my opinion, is Gurley. Because you can take out Mahomes and you could put in Alex Smith and still get to the playoffs. You take Todd Gurley out of the Rams, I don't know that that's entirely the case. Because Todd Gurley takes them on his back every week. He allows things to open up for Goff to actually get it done.
I think there's only 1 week that he didn't get me more than 20 points.
Exactly. But
Fantasy.
this dude has 15 total touchdowns this season.
Yeah.
That's nutty from a running back.
Yeah.
That's on pace for 30.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. But for me, it's Pat Mahomes. I understand Gurley.
It's obviously, again, this is like the defensive player of the year right now. Donald could sneak in at the end, and somebody could sneak in at the end. Who the hell knows what Carson
Brady.
Wentz
You
ends
can
up
never
doing.
say Brady's not
Brady's
a-
always going to be lurking back there in the shadows. I mean, if they turn it around in Houston now that he has weapons galore, it could be Deshaun Watson for all we know. Because now he's
Thomas. That's going to be
got
interesting.
Demaryius Thomas and DeAndre Hopkins on the other side, and he's got that QT guy that'll be able to substitute in. It'd be nice to have Fuller the fourth in place, but
Do you know
it is
who
what it is.
could have? And we're talking about all these offensive players. Is there a possibility that maybe Khalil Mack can sneak his name in as MVP candidate?
I mean, maybe, but it's just so hard for a defender to be an MVP when the offense has the ball literally in their hands for most of the game.
And
As of
especially
right now,
when you're
it's
on
that.
like the third best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, right now, it's a two-horse race. Can somebody else emerge? Yeah.
Of
Tom
course.
Brady will probably win it because he sneakily does that and pays somebody, I think.
And Matt Ryan has been in it before, and no one thought it was going to be him until like week 13.
Yeah, I mean, strange things can always change.
Yeah.
Well, Drew Brees.
I mean,
How?
yeah, he always sneaks around, it seems like.
Has he won MVP?
I feel like he has at least once. I don't know. I'll look it up.
I feel like,
I'm not sure. I know he won Super Bowl MVP, but
I mean, I for whatever reason, I feel like he hasn't.
I don't know.
I feel like
No.
it's disrespectful because he's short.
I mean, based on the information that we've given here, like, let's do the Super Bowls because I don't know that this can be much different.
So before we do the Super Bowl, I did make a list of teams that I think are going to make the playoffs in order,
Okay.
1 through 6. You want to start in AFC or NFC?
It doesn't matter. None of us did this because you didn't tell us we were doing this.
Okay. Well, I didn't say that you had to do it.
But to close that off, I give it to Gurley in a landslide for the.
Gurley in a landslide.
Yeah.
So it's not even close with Mahomes.
I mean,
The dude is just insane. And it's not even close.
I mean, who's to say that he doesn't have a hiccup? Todd Gurley's not going to change. He was like this last year.
Oh, really quickly, I was starting to say something and I didn't finish it. You had mentioned Gurley with Fisher. I had heard some people who were quote-unquote close to the organization say that when they realized that the Rams were just going to tank and just suck, so Gurley's second year, that he was told, take some light contact, don't fight, let them take you down. Don't get hurt. We need you long term. This season's a wash. So he told him, basically, don't try hard.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. And he's been the 2-time Offensive Player of the Year.
But he's never
the
been
MVP.
Super Bowl. Never the Super Bowl MVP. All right. So we'll start in the NFC. My 6 teams. So first, I'll give the 2 wild cards. The first one being the Vikings. Second one being the Panthers. So I have the Cowboys winning the NFC East because I just don't believe in the Redskins. And I think the Eagles are going to play themselves out of it because I don't know what's going on with them. But right now, I trust Ezekiel Elliott more than I trust the Eagles. And I think the Redskins are going to be like, success, what's this? And fail. The Bears with the 3 seed coming out of the NFC North. The 2 seed, the Saints. And obviously the 1 seed, the Rams. That's how I have
It's
that
not
broken
implausible. I can see the way you're thinking right now. Okay. What's your AFC then?
AFC at 6, I have Chargers. At 5, I have Texans. At 4, I have the Titans sneaking in. 3, I have the Ravens winning the AFC North. They just got Ty Montgomery, by the way. Number 2, Patriots. Number 1, Chiefs.
I think that if the Titans sneak in, they're going to do it at 6.
Okay.
Because they already lost to the Chargers. And I think Houston is only going to get better. The Titans are winning games, but they're winning them close.
They're the opposite of what the Chargers used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see the Titans in the top 6 conversation.
I mean,
I can see them sneak in. But
look at the AFC South, though. It's garbage. The Jags are terrible. The Colts are at best. So you got the Titans, who have a hot young coach. I mean, he's very attractive. Yeah, they have a good coach who, I used to hate watching him play because when he played, he was always successful at all sorts of stuff, and he's a fucking Patriot.
Did you say Pittsburgh or the Ravens?
I have the Ravens.
See, that's where I think
AFC
that
North.
that's where I think that the Titans can get bounced to is Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
They have the Bell Connor combo, and that works. It's gonna be problems.
Lev Bell's not playing.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to play.
The
You're
thing
not
with the
going to have him on
Titans
his
is that,
roster and not play him.
That division
hasn't come back.
is just
He
so
will
bad.
come back. He waits till the end of this. Now he can sign. They're going to put him on an exemption so they don't have to pay him for 2 weeks, and then he's going to be back. And then what are you going to have him do? You're going to put him on the bench? If your team needs a game to win and you have Le'Veon Bell, you're playing him.
Yeah, but
Especially because you might as well get what you get out of him because he's not coming back.
I'm not so sure that he definitely does return, though.
I think he does because he has to.
Why?
He has to. Because if he doesn't, that means they can franchise tag him again. Why would he do that? If he's pissed off about the franchise tag to begin with, why wouldn't he come back?
Why would he come back and play when he could get injured?
He probably will get quote-unquote injured.
Oh, so he's going to fake an injury.
Yeah, he's probably going to be like, my hamstring. Prove to me that I'm wrong.
Oh, my ankle.
No, but the hamstring, like, you could say you pulled your hamstring. Like, there's no procedure they can do to say you're lying.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's not a new thing in the NFL. We've seen it happen. Look how many players go down when there's conveniently no timeouts left.
Do you know who was notorious for that?
Tons of people.
The Giants from like 2010 to 2012.
Yeah, until there was a rule implemented.
Do you
and they
remember
stopped doing it.
Terrell Thomas did it all the time
Yep.
until he started really getting injured for real.
Yeah. And then nobody believed it. They're like, yeah, you're the boy who cried
Yeah.
wolf.
Yeah, except his leg is like bent up.
Yeah. I'm like, nope, faking. You're faking it. Walk it off.
Yeah. Oh,
Go
man.
get some water.
Oh, Terrell Thomas. What a
Although
mess.
somebody should say that to...
DJ Durkin.
No, somebody should... Well, DJ Durkin should be saying that more often, and Odell Beckham should be listening to the advice. Oh, I need to get an IV. I don't really like water. Meanwhile, I've got a thing of water in my hand, like an asshole.
I need an IV because I don't really like what. He belongs in Los Angeles.
Just drink Gatorade then.
Fuck him. Get him to Los Angeles. Do whatever it takes. Get him to